Here's 5 easy steps to get your small business books up and running. So, you've decided to start a small business. You've identified a product or service to sell, made a business plan, outlined your marketing strategy, and now it's time to start your books. For many people, just the mere mention of the word bookkeeping or accounting can be stressful. But bookkeeping can be quite simple. And it's super important. As the saying goes, cash is king. You may have customers who owe you lots of money, but they haven't paid you yet. If you're not paying attention, you may not have enough cash in your bank account to pay your monthly bills. And that's just one of the many reasons why bookkeeping is so important. So take a deep breath. In just 5 easy steps, you will have your small business bookkeeping up and running. And don't worry about taking notes. All of this information is available in our free Quick Start Guide in the link below. Now let's get started. Step 1. Open a bank account for the sole purpose of your business. You don't want to mix your business expenses with your personal ones. Anytime you need to pay for an expense, be sure you're doing so with the funds in your business account. Same goes for any money you make. Deposit your business income into your business bank account. Step 2. Gather your receipts and paid invoices. There are a lot of great apps that can help you do this, but when you're first getting started, a lot of business owners prefer to simply keep paper receipts and paid invoices. For our next steps, open up the free bookkeeping template we've included below. This is where we're going to record the money you've spent and the money you've made. Step 3. Let's start by entering your expenses. After inputting your starting balance, enter each expense in the spreadsheet one line at a time. If possible, break them into categories like supplies and rent. This information will be helpful later on when you're wanting to determine things such as overhead or how much you're spending on each product or service. Then we do the same for any money you have made. Step 4. Now is a good time to mention the cash versus accrual method. I know, big vocabulary words, but these are simple. Some companies, particularly bigger companies, will record transactions as soon as the invoice is sent to the customer, before the customer has actually paid. We call this the accrual method. But for smaller companies, especially startups, this can add a layer of complexity because the money isn't in your bank account yet. So for this reason, it's best to stick with the cash method, which is what we will show you now. For the cash method, we don't record the money until we've received it. So back to our spreadsheet. Just as you did for your expenses, you'll now enter an entry for each paid transaction. Notice that the spreadsheet automatically gives you a balance as you make each entry. Step 5. Accountants call this step reconciliation. For the sake of keeping things simple, we'll call it double check your work. Grab a copy of your bank statement, then match each transaction on your bank statement with the entries you just made on your spreadsheet. Each time you match a transaction, put an R for reconciled in the far right-hand box. When you're finished, make sure the final amount showing on your bank statement is the same showing on your spreadsheet. This last step is so important, and yet it's often skipped. Don't skip it. Comparing your spreadsheet with your bank statement is how you will discover errors like forgetting to record a receipt or a deposit. Once the two amounts match, you're done. And you've just completed your first session in bookkeeping. See? That wasn't so hard. To stay on top of your bookkeeping, be sure to sit down at least once a week to record any new transactions. Remember, bookkeeping is all about keeping track of your money. Keeping an eye on your books ensures you know exactly how your business is doing at all times. If this video was helpful, please click on the like button below. And don't forget to download your free Quick Start Guide and your free bookkeeping template.